Hello and welcome to part 3 of flattening my island. Now I've been quite busy off camera. I've flattened the residential area and moved all of the houses to where I want them. I figured it'd be quite boring to do this on camera because it'd just be me going in and out the game, time travelling. So I got it all sorted last night and today this is the area we're going to do. And I'm very excited. So let's get into it. I decided to go with the country fence this time instead of the ordinary fence because I didn't really like the ordinary wooden fence, and the country fence just feels so much more cosy. I also decided to do the villager gardens slightly differently, so they're not any bigger, but before they had one space on each side of the house, but now they've got two spaces on just one side, which honestly makes it feel a lot bigger even though it isn't. So I could put a lot more stuff in there. I seriously underestimated how much fencing this area would take. I had to go and make more so many times. And then came doing the paths, which is what I was dreading the most with this area because it just took so long. Dom was also having some issues this day apparently. So here I'm just terraforming around where I want my house to go. I really struggled with this bit of river, and I'm not really sure why, but I mean, I wanted the middle to be more of an actual little island that I could put things on, but it just wasn't going to work, so I ended up just having it as one little square in the middle for me to put a duck on. So I was originally going to make this area one square further back, but as I started doing it I realised my house was in the way and I really didn't want to have to move my house twice. So I decided to check if I actually needed to move it one further back by marking out where my house would go, and turns out I didn't need to, so that was good. So I did actually end up deciding to move my house over one from here because, as you can see, it wasn't in the centre of the river and it was really annoying me. So I just destroyed some of those cliffs and moved it over, and then it looked a lot better. So then came the bridge. Now, this bridge annoyed me so much. I tried putting it in both the spots that it could go with the river here, and I just wasn't happy with either of them because it was just way too close to the houses. So I ended up just moving the river one further back because the area for my house was already pretty big, so I didn't really mind making it a little bit smaller. These middle bits I didn't expect to find difficult, but I really struggled with them. I originally wanted to put a tree, well, 2 trees in here somewhere, just to make it feel more cosy and more full, but I just couldn't find anywhere to put the trees that I was happy with that didn't look odd. And I moved them around so much and just moved everything in this middle area around so much until I finally settled on something. I also decided to change the back part of the fences to hedges so that I could have the fence go right along behind the houses and make the gardens a little bit bigger, and also just to make the area feel a bit more full because it was just feeling quite empty and I didn't like it. So yeah, here I'd time travelled to the next day just so I could see how everything was going to look with the bridge in my house. And obviously I took the trees out. I decided they weren't going to work and I just went with more benches instead. But to be honest, I'm actually quite happy with how it looked in the end. I think it looked really cute. So the garden area for my house is another bit that I really struggled with and didn't expect to, because I was going to just do it pretty similar to how it was before. But I really struggled figuring out where I wanted everything to go. And honestly, out of this whole video, I've had to cut out so much of me just standing there or running around just trying to figure out what I'm doing. To be honest, I think I ended up just getting really frustrated with it, and I just decided to finish it off camera when I'd had more time to think about it. Decorating the villager gardens was definitely my favourite part of this. Like last time, I tried to decorate them kind of similar to what the villagers like, their kind of style, just to give them a little space that's their own. So this bit of terraforming is basically to put some balloons on top of, because I wanted to make my house look like the house from Up, as in the Disney film Up, because obviously it's a bit of a Disney themed island. So this is my residential area now. I'll give you a little tour. I haven't actually finished this little bit down here because I didn't know what to do with it, so I'll probably come back to that, but this is what it looks like now. I much prefer it to before. I think the hedges and the country fence make it feel much more natural and cosy. Here's all my new villager houses and gardens. And this is my new house. I tried to make it look like the house from Up with the balloons, but I struggled with deciding what I wanted my actual house to look like because none of the designs available really looked that much like the Up house while still looking cute. So I just went with this pink, but I actually quite like it. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next part of redoing my island, and I'll see you next time. Bye!